Hello, and welcome to Dang Cards. I'm Dan, and I'm going to walk you through some cards from the 80s and 90s. If you're probably about my age, if you were collecting in the 80s and 90s, you probably have a very fond memory of a lot of the cards I'm about to go through. Some of them are just, when these first came out, you were just so juiced up to get them, and then in hindsight, the people were either bust or overhyped. So come enjoy them with me. This is going to be fun. I haven't looked through a lot of these since back in the day, so you can tell right from the top. We have Juan Gonzalez. Remember, I completely remember when he came out on the scene. It was top stadium club was like the card to get, and yeah, these were really cool. This is, I think I have the one that's, the reverse negative there, which was pretty cool. But yeah, he was smacking so many home runs. He was, I remember really wanting to get his card. Everyone wanted to trade for it. Joey Bell, we couldn't remember which name he was. I remember he went from Albert to Joey. And he was a big home run hitter, 50 home runs a year or something like that. He was awesome. Joe Carter, yes. Yeah, Joe Carter. No, I'm from the Philadelphia area, and of course he's the one that knocked him out of the '93 World Series. That's what he's most famously known for around here. Yes, I remember this 1979 black and white Pedro Guerrero rookie. They were pretty cool for a while. David Justice. Yes, he was killing it in Atlanta for a bit. He faded away. I think he got in a fight with Halle Berry, who was his wife, and that was about it. Danny Tartable, remember these? Yeah, these were, he was the guy to get, I remember, for a while, and he just never really panned out. Played for the Yankees for a while. But Ron Kittle, 1983. This was the card to get. I remember this. He hit like 35 home runs. Everyone was trying to get them. Turns out I think Wade Boggs was the bigger rookie that year, but pretty nostalgic. Of course, Bo Jackson. Yeah, Bo was big then. He's making a comeback now too. I remember this was a pretty good card. I think these might actually have more value today than they did back in the day. Oh yeah, the classic one. This might be really valuable. This was the one that was part of the classic baseball game. I think this was the first edition of it, but a really cool Bo rookie to go after. Leaf Donruss. Wally Joyner, remember him? Yep. There was a big rush to get his rookie cards. Yeah, I don't even know whatever happened to him, but man, I remember these were the update cards, really wanting to get those. And the Donruss updates. Will Clark, same type of deal. Although Will Clark had somewhat a productive career. Brett Saberhagen. This was the 84 Topps update. It had like Dwight Gooden in it, really good set. But Saberhagen actually had a pretty good career, but a bunch of different rookies here. I don't think they really have much value, unless you're a Brett Saberhagen rookie, or Brett Saberhagen fan, rather. Cecil Fielder. He was a beast. I remember he hit 50 home runs a bunch of seasons. Yep. Oh, this is cool. He shared a rookie with Corey Snyder, who he was on the USA team, and I think he was pretty good for a little bit, had some value. But yeah, there was a big chase for the Cecil Fielder rookies. And Glenn Davis, I think he had, I think he chased 60 home runs one year. I think halfway through he was at like 30, 31. I might be wrong. And Galarraga, I remember it going after him. And Kevin Seitzer, oh yeah. He never really panned out, I don't think. Steve Sachs was a big chaser in 1982, along with Kent Herbeck and who else was he? Cal Ripken, of course. Langston rookies. These, These were good for a bit. I think he had a couple great seasons, and that was about it. And Rick Sutcliffe rookies. Oh, yeah, Kent Herbeck. Oh, all the 82s are here. Actually, they're mixed up. Von Hayes, who Philadelphia Phillies longtime player, never really became a big star. Ken Herbeck, the same deal here. Yeah, this was a big one. Remember Greg Jeffries? I think he was like the minor league player of the year or something like that for a couple seasons. And he never lived up to the hype. Jim Eisenreich, yeah, he not so well known, but I remember he had a couple good seasons with the Phillies in like '93 when they went to the World Series. Mookie Wilson, remember Mookie? And he was the one that had that big hit against the Red Sox in the World Series. Bill Buckner, the infamous hit. Pretty good rookie card. Of course, Canseco. This is from the classic baseball game again. Bunch of Canseco rookies. Oh yeah, Brian Taylor. Now, I remember the hype of this guy. It was probably, I think it was the season before, but they had that rookie, the gold rookie, which I think it was selling for like $100 at the time. I don't even know if he made it out of the minors. A lot of hype. There's Mark Grace, who was actually a really, really good hitter. 300 hitter. I got a couple Mark Grace rookies. I always thought these were undervalued for how good he was. Yep, and here's another one like Brian Taylor. Todd Van Poppel. Remember these? And these were like gold for about one season. Yep, never panned out. And Danny Ainge. So obviously he went on to become a Hall of Famer NBA player for the Celtics. And I believe a coach. He might be coaching now. I'm not sure. But pretty good rookie. George Bell. A big-time home run hitter. Remember collecting these? He was like racking them up. Awesome player. Oh, yeah. The Eric Davis hype. Does anyone remember that? You know, I ever remember trading an entire 82 Donruss set for one of these. These were like the biggest rookies around. He was supposed to be the next Willie Mays. There was so much hype around him, and it just really never panned out. Thankfully, that 82 Donruss set isn't really worth much either nowadays. Hershiser, actually a legit pitcher. Dave Stieb, he had as a rookie, had a bunch of good seasons there. Davis Rigetti, a really good reliever for the Yankees. As a kid, it was Rigetti is spaghetti. It was kind of the saying. Bunch of those. Darren Dalton. Yep. So from the Philadelphia area, Dalton was pretty popular. Really solid catcher. Pretty decent hitter. And Ruben Sierra, another guy who hit tons of home runs. Yeah, he was rock solid for a while. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he got caught up in the steroids. I'm not sure. Robin Ventura, there was a lot of hype around him. Never really panned out that much. Olerud, who ended up being halfway decent. I don't think he really lit the world on fire. And David Cone, pretty legit pitcher, if I recall correctly. A bunch of these updated rookies here. A lot of them, actually. Yeah, and 83. I remember 83 rookies. There was Gwynn and, who was it? Gwynn and Sandberg and Boggs and Willie McGee. Willie McGee never really panned out that much, but for a couple seasons, he was awesome. Remember, he used to run up the center field wall to catch home runs. Really good defensive player. Pretty decent hitter. Juan Samuel. He was a lot of hype around him in 85. I think he stole a ton of bases. Oh, yeah, there it is. His rookie cards were really in demand that year. I remember trading everything for them. And likewise, this guy, Vince Coleman. Yeah, he set the world on fire with a bunch of stolen bases that rookie season. Really, really popular then. And I think this is about it. Who do I have? Frank Viola. A halfway decent pitcher. I don't remember much demand for him around then, but this is one of the rookies that I kept track of. So I mean, those are a bunch of rookies that I had stored away, at one point they had a lot of demand, but it's mostly about the stories of them. So I hope you enjoyed the video.